Hi there, welcome to this video. This is pretty much like a little experiment for me, so I'm hoping this can be like a time capsule, something that I watch in 5 years time to see if I have changed, how I have changed, if I've done all the things I said I was going to do. So if you know me and my channel, this is For Journeys Across, pretty much documenting my journey and what I'm learning along the way as well, and just helping one another, just because I feel like life is just so life, and you know, every little helps in terms of knowing what to do, how to do things, growing, developing, things like that. So welcome, and I hope you join along with this journey, and make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you click that bell so that you can see every single video I post immediately as I post it. So there's like 5 points I'm gonna make, but the first point will be me, how I have changed personally. I feel like 5 years ago I was in my early 20s, and so I was still figuring out life. I was still figuring out who I was. You think you know who you are, but then life throws things at you, and then it's like, okay. And I think it's normal. I think everybody changes. Nobody stays the same, because you're supposed to change. Your life experience is supposed to shape you, supposed to shape how you see the world, how you react, and things like that. So I would say in the last 5 years, I have definitely like uncovered who I am, what I love, what I enjoy. I've done like personality tests, trying to see, you know, what kind of person I am. So for example, I've done the love language test, I've done the Myers-Briggs test. I am an INFJ. So the love language test and the Myers-Briggs test are two that I've done, and I've just been really insightful just to see the kind of person I am. Because like, you know, but then you read things into like, this is why you're this is what will be good for you, this is what you should avoid, and it kind of helps you grow and understand yourself better. So going to my next point, which is lifestyle choices. In the last 5 years, definitely I have become pescatarian, thinking of going vegan, but bruh, that's a bit hard right now for me. Maybe in 5 years, you know, watch this back, Shadi. Let me see, are you still pescatarian? Are you vegan? What's going on? So yeah, I feel like even more being environmentally friendly as well. I mean, I'm trying to get plants, but guys, plants are so expensive. Like the ones that I really want are so expensive. This is fake, like don't judge me, okay? This is fake. I'm trying to really like create something more substantial. I'm going to show you guys something really quick. So I'm growing these, there's many different ones actually. This is lovely, but I'm hoping to do like more projects like more projects like these, where I'm just able to grow things that I can eat, or like, you know, yeah, when I grow up I hope to have like a little farm or something with animals and you know, vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just really nice. So yeah, I would say definitely I have come to understand the kind of person I am in terms of being environmentally friendly, being mindful of my surroundings, mindful of what I buy and things like that. I tried the whole minimalist thing, but it didn't really work out. I ended up buying stuff that I don't need. But you know, I'm learning, and hopefully my next house, the next house I purchase or whatever, hopefully it will be much more minimalist than this one is right now. I feel like I've also learned like I could be whatever I want to be. I think growing up, you feel like you're in this box, you feel like you have to be a certain kind of way, you feel like you have to do some things a certain type of way. So growing up I was very silent, like I said.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
And so growing up, using my voice, like even having a YouTube channel, that's something I wouldn't have done 5 years ago. I think this channel becomes 2 years old in August, so I've only just started it. But 5 years ago I was very much like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be online, nobody messaged me, nobody called me, blah blah blah, the government is watching, blah blah blah. Oh gosh, how things have changed. I'm literally on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, I'm on everything, Facebook, LinkedIn, everything. So I just feel like, yeah, the last 5 years I have definitely come to understand how I want to carry myself, how I want to see myself, how I want to do things, and how I want to be different. I know that I can do everything that my mind wants to do. Obviously there will be some limitations sometimes, but I can try my hardest to be what I want to be. So this year and next year I want to be working so hard, so that when I look back on this video in 5 years time, I'm going to be like, oh yes girl, you did it all, you did all you said you was gonna say, you did it all. That's just what I'm hoping for. The next thing is savings. I think I only understood savings and how important they were 5 years ago. The annoying thing people do is tell you, oh, save, it's important to save. Nobody tells you why, nobody tells you how, you know. And it's just like growing up, saving, I was good at saving. but then I was bad at spending that saving. And then it just means that I was hoarding money. Then I had days where I'm just like, you know what, I saved up so much, I'm gonna spend it. And I spend it all and I have nothing. I wish I was told, you know what, have saving pots and know what you're saving for. So having a savings pot means that you're saving up for 2-3 things at the same time. And the reason is, for example, when I used to save, I would save up like one big lump sum and then spend it all, and then I have to start saving up again from scratch. Do you know how discouraging that is, to save up everything again from scratch when you've just spent like so much at once? When you have savings pot, you can, for example, I'm saving up for a holiday, I'm saving up for a new laptop, I'm saving up for treatment, I'm saving up for a house, I'm saving up for a car. When you use that pot for the car, use that pot for the house, use that pot for the treatment, whatever, you have other pots so that if an emergency was to happen, you can always dip from those other pots. But when you have one pot and all your savings is for this one thing, then you spend it on this one thing and you have nothing left, it's just like, what the heck? So yes, have saving pots and just save up for one thing. Don't just have one place to save, but save in multiples. That's why people have multiple streams of income, so that if one income disappears, you have something else to fall back on. Don't just have one thing, have other things to fall back on. What I knew 5 years ago but didn't understand properly was that just because you study a degree now doesn't mean it is what you have to do for the rest of your life. You could study law, do law for like 15-20 years. You could study teaching, do teaching for like 15-20 years or even less than that, and then change, do something else. You don't have to be a teacher forever. You don't have to be a lawyer forever. Some people are lucky enough to do that thing forever, but right now I've realized that what I've done kind of is pushing me to what I want to do in the future. I don't yet know 100% what it is, but I am like 70 to 80% sure what it is. So for example, you can study sports science, graduate, become a PE teacher, then after that, maybe after a few years after that, do things like personal training, do things like fitness training online. Then eventually you might want to sell your own clothing line for fitness brands, or create your own fitness brand you want to sell for. Do you see how doing sports has led you on so many different routes, but you still did sports? Do you get? So I mean, some people stay in that one career forever, but others move and grow and develop. That's the thing. When you know more about yourself, you grow and you develop. So Sade, if you're watching this in 5 years' time, I hope you've developed. I hope you've grown. If you haven't grown, I'm very annoyed with you, because you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to work hard and do many things. We have many things planned before you hit the age 30. Well, hopefully, yeah, before you hit the age 30. So I just hope all your careers and dreams and aspirations, I hope you've done it all. I really hope you have. And if not, we're going to fight. We're gonna fight, okay? And the last point, I think, is about your circles. Shade, I hope in 5 years' time, you've made smart choices with the people that are around you. Hope you've made choices that make you happy. I think 5 years ago, everybody was all about, having friends, knowing people, but let me tell you now, it's quality over quantity. Like, you can have 100 friends. If they're not going to back you, ride for you, it's actually pointless. So it's all about having those few bunch that are there for you no matter what, whether it's, best friends, close friends, acquaintances, work friends, colleagues. Make sure you surround yourself with people that actually add value onto you. I feel like growing up, I was definitely a people pleaser. I wouldn't say I was insecure. I think I was a people pleaser, but I think this year, 2021, I definitely made up my mind to stop that. And I didn't realize how hard it was going to be. I've been saying no to people, but people ain't taking no. They're not taking no for an answer. So Sade, I hope literally in 5 years' time for now, you are at a point where you're happy with those that are around you, and everyone around you is happy, healthy, wealthy as well. Happy, healthy, wealthy. Oh, I like the sound of that. So yeah, I hope everyone around you is also happy, wealthy, healthy, and all those things. And I just hope you made great life choices. I think from 5 years ago to now, I've definitely cut off a lot of friendships, or should I say some friendships have cut me off, but we move. But it's part of life, right? Things happen. I think growing up now, I realized that it's actually not that deep. That beef you had with someone over the smallest thing, it's not that deep. If it's fixable, fix it, especially if that person is good to you and you guys are good for each other. If not, then yeah, if it's a toxic thing, let it go. But for me, I think I realized that as much as it takes two to tango, I will do my part and reach out if I need to reach out. But if it's a thing where I see that you're not even gonna bother, yeah, I'm done. So I hope that in 5 years' time, you're more of a firm on your no is no, you're firm on your time is your time. You're not gonna let nobody waste your time, and I'm gonna keep this short because I believe in 5 years' time, girl, you're gonna be busy in a good way and you might not have time to watch this long video, so I'm gonna make this short. But I do hope that in 5 years' time you're happy, and I hope that literally the list that you made and your, you know, your, what you call that thing again? Vision board. And all those things you've made, and all the prayers and all the fasting and all the sweating and crying and all that. I hope that in 5 years' time, literally everything is where you want it to be. So yeah, here is to you and this time capsules, and I'll see you in 5 years, which will be 2026. Okay. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching this. If you watched this, I encourage you guys to also, you know, have letters you write to yourself in a few years time or a few months time, just to see if you're on track with where you want to be. Because I feel like when you put things down and then you review it, like, you know what, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I mean, I know what I need to do. I know in the next 1 to 2, 3 years I'm gonna have to work really, really hard. So I just know that, yeah, I'm gonna do everything that I want to achieve. Remember, you are the captain of your, say captain of your soul. I feel like every little thing, your habits, your character, it all starts from now. Being wealthy in years to come, it's not just going to fall on your lap, right? You need to work for it. So work for it, write things down, dedicate your time to it, make friends, network, develop yourself, grow, and all those things. And let's all be happy, healthy, wealthy. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to stop there. Bye, guys.